What's up, you guys? Um, my name is David. Back again with another video or ranting, whatever. But look, I wanted to talk to you guys uh, about a subject that inspired me to make this video. Um, I know I might look a little spooky right now because in my room my lights are completely turned off, but then all I got left is my on is my laptop, which is what I'm leaning my phone on right now, and the light on this here camera right here. But I'm still in my room. But excuse me, this movie was about to play. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys about a subject that's been that I feel like I should have been done a part two of about, but whatever. This is about mental health, but this isn't just any type of mental health. This is mental health. And the reason why I'm bringing up men's mental health right now is because, I don't know, for the past couple of weeks, I've honestly been going through it. It hasn't been easy. Like I said, the reason why I want to talk about men's mental health is because, it's just like, cause, I understand we all go through this, but I'm just talking about my personal situation right now. Men aren't really taken seriously when it comes to mental health as much as women are. You know, women usually got a shoulder to cry on whenever either they post on social media, um, that they're going through something, they felt like taking their own life, or whatever the case may be. And honestly, mental health matters regardless of who can't even talk. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Mental health is mental health, and men's mental health isn't talked about enough. Men's mental health isn't taken as seriously as women's mental health, because usually if they start crying and be like, "Oh, I'm about to kill myself and I'm going through it. I don't know how I'll be able to make it through," they usually get sympathy. But when it comes to a dude, they usually have to they usually have to fend for themselves. Like I'm gonna talk about myself for a minute, right? Like me personally, I've always felt like I've never had like any like 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 some days I have my good days and some days I have my bad days. And I was I'm not even gonna lie, I was like last week, this was actually the first time in a while that I honestly where I actually okay, so here's what happened, right? So I'm dropping off a package because lately I've been downsizing my sneakers a lot since I almost had over 160 pairs of sneakers, right? And I started to realize, that this little phase that I went through, these past 4 years that I've been collecting all these sneakers, like it was cool, but I started to start to get like my priorities straight. So I started to sell a lot of my sneakers, you know. So now I still got quite a few shoes in here, but I'm hoping to like get it down to 40 or something like that, right? And yeah, I'm still working on that. So I'm just shipping these shoes out and we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, I was trying to ship some shoes out to the post office and this dude was like really rude to me. Like this is my first time ever. Like I've shipped shoes out before, but this was only for UPS. This was never the post office, like USPS. And so I take it over there. I set my thing down on the I set my box taped up down on the desk or whatever, and it has like the little label on top of it. And the dude like just had some type of attitude or whatever. It was an Indian dude, and he I'm not even saying all Indian dudes are like this, but this one in particular was an Indian dude. He was so rude to me, and he was just like you supposed to have what you call it this label is supposed to be taped onto the box or something like that, right? And he said it in like a rude way, and I didn't even know how to respond. So then what's crazy is I was actually with my mother, and she actually helped, and she actually had my back. Like she actually had my back. She was like, "Yo, you're not supposed to be talking to people like that." And then all of a sudden, you know, like just out of the blue, you know, she had my back, and then all of a sudden, like his attitude just did like a complete 360, like, and all of a sudden he started to be nice and whatever, right? So yeah, man, I went through that, and then I started to think about that, and then it just reminded me of all the past experiences I went through in my life, whether it was high school, middle school, or just outside of school, period. And I started to think, and then I was thinking about it so much, I started getting sad. I started getting sad, and it got to the point where I actually started crying. Like I was thinking, like, man, nobody. Why is everybody so rude to me? Every time I try to talk, everybody just shuts me out. Like, what? I feel like people aren't taking me serious. This, that, and the rest. I started, like, I'm crying. I'm being a little bitch right now. Like, I start crying and stuff. And then, my mother had to like sit me down and whatever, and she started talking to me. I don't know. I guess she felt the pain in my eyes or something like that. Cause I'm honestly a good dude. Like, I don't know what people, think about me. Sometimes I do can, sometimes I don't. But it's just like I honestly didn't have. I felt like I was alone. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have no shoulder to cry on. I even deactivated my Instagram. I didn't delete it, but I definitely deactivated that. I deactivated my Instagram. I did a I even left a bad review, and I even said the dude's. I don't remember the dude's name, but they said that his name was like Amir or something like that, and they said they was all nice to him, and there was this one dude who claims that he was rude to him or something like that. Maybe he's only nice to the females. I don't really give a shit. But so I wrote that little mean review underneath there, and then hopefully he saw it, and it definitely helped me feel a little bit better. But it definitely didn't heal like the it wasn't like it wasn't like all like sunshine and rainbows. But yeah, so I did that, and my mom was like consoling me and just standing the rest, and yeah, it was tough. It was honestly rough. Like I didn't know what to do. Like sometimes I feel like with me personally, like when I was going through it, wasn't nobody checking up on me. Like I even sometimes I even have trouble even posting it on Instagram, because it's like you know if I even post it on Instagram, then I'm honestly then I was scared to post it on Instagram because like I feel like you know it just seems like I'm looking for attention or something like that when I'm not. I'm just expressing my truth, and it's the only way I can actually get my feelings out. But then it's like, and I've heard this before, like you know, like are you really feeling like this, or are you just doing this just so you can get attention? And I go through things. Like you don't think I go through things? Like you think you just the only one that goes through things? You don't think I go through things? You think I don't go through life unscathed? You don't think I have my bad day? You don't think I just want to punch somebody in the face? You don't think I just want to cry and cry and cry and cry my eyes out because nobody's like taking me serious? Nobody's liking me, feeling. You know what I'm saying? Some days I'm able to manage, and some days I'm not able to. But it's just like I don't know. Some days I'm even questioning God, like, dang, when is my breakthrough gonna happen? When am I finally gonna have people accept me for who I am? This, that, and the rest. It was that bad. And I don't know, man. I was just I don't know, I was just really going through it. I didn't know what to, I didn't know what to do. Like wasn't nobody like when I was going through it, like I have to go through my pain privately. Like I have to do it privately. Nobody's like wasn't nobody like hitting me up like, yo, David, you okay? Or if I would like every once in a blue moon actually posted on Instagram, people wasn't like DMing me or Instagramming me saying or even messaging me saying like, oh yo, you alright, you good? Nobody was doing that. I had to find the strength to get back up all by myself. I had to do it myself. I had to do it with me. You know what I mean? And that's the comes with being a dude. You like I don't have nobody but me. Sometimes I feel like I don't even have God. I just have me. You know, I had to find the strength to get back up by myself. I didn't have no shoulder to cry on. I didn't have nobody. Sometimes I felt like even my family didn't care. All I had to do was I had to get back up myself. And they say like if you could like like you could either like if you get knocked down, you can either stay down and you can get up and and make something of yourself. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm still trying to do this with this YouTube channel. I'm still trying to do it with rap. I'm still trying to do it with I still try to do it with comedy. I still try to do it with all types of stuff. You know, and some days is good, and some days is bad. But I feel like I just got to get this out while I can, because I go through my things too. Sometimes people look at me and they say, "Oh, David, you always able to make me laugh, this, that, and the rest." And like, yeah, man, but sometimes don't let that laugh fool you, because sometimes I be hurting inside, you know. Sometimes I be like I'm always like sometimes I'm always hurting. These last couple of days, especially these past couple of days, my sleep schedule just been off. Like I've been sleeping all day. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like if I'm not doing something, I'm working hard. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like I just had to get this out. Um, men's, you know what I'm saying? Men need to be taken a little bit more seriously when it comes to this mental health stuff. You know, and I'm not even gonna lie. I wish there's probably some things that I forgot to say because I'm still trying to get used to talking in front of the camera. Because for some reason, when I actually turn the camera on, my mood switches or something like that. But excuse me. But yeah. Um, I just wanted to get that out. Um, you know, I just wanted to let out my like how I was feeling. You know, some days I don't. Some days I be feeling like I be thinking like I ain't even gonna make it. Some days I'll be thinking like, man, I'm ready to die. And I'm too, and I'm only 24. I'm about to be 25 in a couple of months. I don't even know why I'm thinking this. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like me personally, I feel like I'm too young to be thinking this way because oh, you only because I know some adults would probably say, you know, you're only 24, you haven't even lived your life yet, you know. But I feel like I've been waiting quite a long time. But I don't know, man. Like adults will say like, oh, you all, you know, you got a long way to go. You know, you're saying you're only 24, you shouldn't be thinking like this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I even I even like last week, I I even contacted a suicide hotline. Um, like I didn't talk to him on the phone. I messaged him on the internet, and I was just talking to him. I was just explaining everything, like what I go through, like on a daily basis, like things that run through my mind, like when it comes like I even mentioned the fact that like sometimes I feel like my little sister is like doing better at life than I am. You know, I even say things like because you know what I'm saying, because it's like she has all this stuff like she's had better luck when it comes to I felt like she's been taken more seriously. I don't even go to family fun like I was saying, like how don't even like going to family functions anymore because they're gonna keep on bringing bringing up so why ain't you go to college? You going to college, or like what are you doing with your life? Asking me all these life questions that I don't really want to answer. You know, um, answering all these life questions like why, how come, like like oh you let your sister surpass you in martial arts, hearing things from all these family members. Even when I went at my aunt Midgie's funeral, my cousin Angie was like, yo, you ever have you ever you had a girlfriend yet? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I have had a girlfriend before. And then she asked my sister like, yo, you ever had a boyfriend yet? And then my sister was like, no. And then she was like, okay, she gonna be something. It was like, all right, well, she gonna be something when you know, she gonna be something. And then just completely shutting me out. And then she was like, you better too. I'm like, I better, but it still had me thinking like, yo, like you trying to say like I'm not meant for anything. And then some days I'll be forgetting the fact that one time my uncle Buddy left me a message. He was like, "Yo, man, I was just thinking about you, and you know, um, like I know that you're gonna be the one to take the next generation to the next level. I have faith in you, and I love you, and this, that, and the rest." And then when I think about that message that he left to me, I'll be thinking like, oh, okay, maybe things are gonna work out for the better. Because I honestly do feel like I'm meant to change the world. I do feel like I'm better. That I'm probably um meant to change the next wave of the generation. I do feel like I'm meant to have my legacy cemented in history, you know. But I still feel like but some days I feel like it's just not gonna happen because I don't get as many likes on Instagram as everybody else, or I don't get as many likes on TikTok or as many likes on this YouTube stuff that I'm posting right now. And you know, every day is a struggle. Every day is a work in progress. I feel like you females just have it easy. I feel like both men and females have it easy, but it's like a balance. Like they both have it easy in separate categories. hard and easy in separate categories. And it was just something that I just had to get off my, and it was something I just had to get off my chest. Like I was like, I was, I was seriously thinking about killing myself. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was dead ass thinking about, this is something I don't even know why I said I don't even talk like this, but I was seriously thinking about like just, just saying F it. Like I was seriously thinking about that, but I don't know. Maybe and for some reason I didn't like. Sometimes I'm able to manage, and some days I'm able to. I already said that, but there's so much stuff that I could get into, like in school, call me names and stuff. I'm like, man, you need to grow up, man. You need to oh, we just playing with you, this, that, and the rest. And then some days I was able to manage, and then some days I wasn't able to. You know, I feel like I'm only human. Like I had to and then and I would get mad, and they would be like, why you get mad over that stuff? And I felt like I should have said this then, but I was like, man, how would you feel if you kept getting called this one name, that I'm still not gonna say, but this one dude got me in comparison to some dude, and I got really upset because I don't want to be compared to him. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I got compared to him, and then I would explain like and I would like let that out, and I'll be like so upset, and then they'd be like, why you get upset? And I should have said like, man, how would you feel if you just had like random people like just coming up to you and just calling you names? You don't even know who these people are. They just like to mess with you, even if they don't know you. Like you and me have never even had a conversation. Like, why are you messing with me? I don't even know you like that. Like people are just like this. Is why I don't even like people like that. I don't even have no friends, to be honest with you. Some days I feel like I don't have nobody. I just got 3 people, and that's me, myself, and God. I feel sometimes, and I've been going to church. I've been, well, not going to church since COVID, but I've been looking at church on online since they have online services, and yeah, I forget what the dude's name is. I think his name is like Andre or something like that in First Baptist Church in Somerset. Like I was even like I was like watching his sermons, and then he'd be like, yo, you was, and then some days he would be like, yo, you're looking for love in the wrong places when it comes to like social media and stuff like that, and how black people like we're killing each other with the word nigga and all this stuff, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm that I'm not even gonna get into detail right now, since I'm almost at 20 minutes right now. But he'd be saying a lot of stuff that I be sort of resonating with, and I ain't gonna lie, listening to his sermons kind of get me going a little bit, kept me going. Yeah, you know, and some days, life is hard. I'm gonna let you guys know right now, like life is hard. You know what I mean? Like some days like I be thinking about like, yeah, sometimes I do be wanting a girlfriend, but then after that, another thought would cross my mind, like, man, you don't need it, David. You need to get your life together. Get a make some of your life, and then focus on girls later. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest, man, girls wasn't really looking at me like that, or at least I don't think. Like sometimes my mom be always telling me that I'm like handsome or whatever, and sometimes I'll be leaving them, and even what I'm saying, names that I'm not going to disclose right now because I don't want to put nobody in their place, even though some people do deserve to get put in their place. Some people even call me nobody ever really called me ugly. Just like, I don't know, man. But yeah, I don't know. Nobody ever really would look. No girls ever really looking at me like that. Sometimes I feel like girls don't really look at me. But my mom be like, no, girls look at you all the time. You just don't be noticing and this, that, and the rest. But I'm like, I don't know. Some days it just, when I be talking to them, it just makes me think otherwise. But otherwise, excuse me. I wanted to get into some other stuff too, like sometimes I be feeling like I be having everybody's back, and nobody ever has my back. Like, you know what I mean? Like some days I'll like defend people on like when they're not here. I feel like I defend people way more than they defend me behind my back. Like sometimes I feel like people talk shit about me, and sometimes I'll be hearing people tell me like, oh, this person said something good about you, this, that, and the rest. But it's like I don't know, man. Like Like, do people even really talk good about me behind my back, even though I can make them laugh or whatever the case may be? You know what I mean? Sometimes I be feeling like people just talk shit behind my back, but you shouldn't let people destroy your happiness, which is what my mom tells me a lot, and my dad sometimes. But I don't know, man. Like, life is just hard. Like, some days I want to cry. Some days I just want to just hide from the world. Like, I even spend most of my days in my room. Like, when I'm actually home, sometimes I do go out. But my sister even be like, yo, like you be in your room way more than you be outside. And I'll be like, yeah, because I be going through it sometimes, you know? And I usually just want to be left alone. Some days I'm going through it and some days I'm not. But normally I just like my space. And when I come out, I come out. But I don't know. Anyway, is there anything else I wanted? Nah, I think I've pretty much covered all the points. But yeah, man, that was my this video was this probably the longest video I ever made, but I just had to get this stuff off my chest. There's probably more that I forgot, but I honestly can't think of it right now, so I'm gonna just end the video off as it is. So yeah, y'all have a good night and or good morning whatever time, a good day, whatever time, and I'll see y'all on the next one if there's a next one, cause some days I'll be feeling like this YouTube stuff ain't gonna never make it. So yeah, have have a good day and peace.